The last weekend of competition has arrived at Lake Cotile with the Wreakin Havoc crew in full force. It's been a wild season full of ups and downs, but only one can take home the crown for yearly champion in each division.
So here we are. It's Saturday. It's race day. We made a couple changes this morning. Went out there and tested it. Didn't like what we seen. Came back, make a couple more final changes.
Hey.
Driver meeting's at 9, so we're running out of time. Hopefully we'll get out there and shave some tents off.
We're trying to get our motor tuned in for the weather conditions. It's a little fat this morning, which it is kind of sticky out here. It's real smoky too.
So we're out here and it's real smoky, right? I mean, it just looks like it's foggy everywhere. Well, what's going on is there's wildfires, about an hour from here. And it's pretty big, it's spreading, it's jumping roads, it's doing all kinds of bad stuff. And it's smoky out here. So it's supposed to be 105 degrees today, smoky. And what do you expect when Louisiana,
So, we're a long ways from the boat ramp. We never raced here before. So we got all these new rules and we don't even pay attention to the normal rules. So this is gonna be a struggle for us. We just hope we don't get DQ'd because we don't know where we're going.
Don't talk about it, be about it.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm a bad motherfucker now. Straight up, he lied.
I am fat on 48.5 kids.
We'll go around and find out.
They call me Quick Nick.
He up a junkyard with a rubber mallet.
Really?
That didn't happen.
God, be perfect.
You better give your heart to God because your ass is mine.
So rolling into Saturday, we had figured out Friday we needed to change some things, but we didn't have enough time to actually implement them and see if they were faster. So we had to get through the driver meeting, and then Dad and Cuz was at the boat ramp ready for me to get done with it so I could jump straight in the boat and do some final testing. We realized, okay, we just need to go back to what we did, but Friday before we made our last change because it wasn't gonna work out. We want to check the jets real quick. I meant the spark plug real quick and see if we need to make changes to the jets. It seems like, at the end of the track, it cleaned up, started pulling, but on the low end, it was babbling a little bit. So let's see what we can do right here. Get rid of that. We went straight from the boat ramp, straight back to the camp area, changed everything back to where it was, and then, kind of at that point, you're just gonna run what you got. After all the ups and downs of us breaking motors, it seems like we broke 3 or 4 this year. This last one really sealed the deal.
And we're gonna make a little change based off what we know in the past. Maybe it'll work, I don't know. But it's shot in the dark right now.
Where's this thing working?
Yeah, piston. That one got a little hot, didn't it? That was from when the last race was.
Well, everything in life's a struggle. You know what? You get a damn nice just
What channel are we running on?
one.
One. What's going on over here? Okay.
Go fast stuff.
All right, we're about to head that way.
We might not be fast, but our hearts are beating fast. All right, so this is the 3rd time we've made changes this morning. Done took the carburetors off 3 times trying to get this thing jetted right. Has to be the humidity, because it's really messing with us. I mean, we're running it, it's fat, so we went down 1 more jet. Last time we did this, we smoked the motor, so I don't know if it's just because it's 100 degrees or 100 humidity or what, but it's causing some issues this morning. It's gonna be an interesting day. So We ain't never raced here, but it kind of makes it fun, you know, because no one else has raced here either. So what I've heard from other motors running, it seems like everybody's having the same problem we're having. So that's actually a good thing for us. So we'll see what happens.
Guys out here trying to make boats go fast, you know. It's probably one of the hardest things to do, you know, the truth. Everybody's chasing everybody. They keep getting faster and faster and faster. And if you sit still, you get caught, you know. So we're just trying to find all we can.
Looking better. Looking better. Look a little bit better. We're going in the right direction now.
That last pass, I can tell we're on the verge of blowing out, and it's kind of smooth water, so I think we're gonna leave it there because if the wind picks up and it starts to be choppy, we might break that thing loose and blow out. So I think right there is gonna be the fine line we're gonna stay at.
So I've been experimenting with some fuel, and I ain't quite there on jet, but I'm out of time. So I'm gonna go back to what I know works and go from there.
Game time, baby. This is a nut up time. I mean, if we ain't gonna do it now, we ain't ever gonna do it.
Yeah, it'll be the last time this boat is in this class. I mean, me running it, isn't it?
I'm eating Big Chewy Nerd candy. Oh, you're talking about the races? No. Caleb Farmer is out, couldn't pass compression. So now it's Billy and B Scott in 130. I'm still eating candy.
Oh my God. Billy broke.
Hey, do y'all want to paddle and race one time? Hey, we don't have nobody to race, so we made an executive decision. It's going to be a paddle race.
He's talking. Is that like
Hey, he can
educated
get the
talk?
head like 4 strokes.
Are you saying you would outrun him? Or he'd
No, I would outrun him with a paddle. Paddle to paddle.
Is that a fact?
That we got some rope. We'll swim them across.
Me, that sound like a prank.
He's got. Yeah, good. The hard work y'all did paid off, son. B Scott's got to make. He's gonna make 2 passes to be sure he don't break. But he makes them 2 passes and he's gonna get the flag.
Everybody else
is broke or out.
And Billy ended up idling it back or whatever, and I had to make 2 passes, and then, you know, they're like holding the flag off the bars for me to come get the flag. I was like, dude, I can't get the flag. I didn't race anybody. I mean, it's, you put a lot of hard work in setting up your boat, testing your boat, getting everything lined out, and then you get out there and there's nobody to race. It just sucks.
If you've never seen a shrimp boat run, you're going to want to see this.
Tell me about it.
Handmade wooden boat they make in South Carolina. It's extremely light, extremely fast. Not for the faint of heart.
Who's running?
Sean's fixing to run it in the mod light class. Yeah, he wasn't going to trim it anymore than he had to.
No, he hadn't.
He was just watching.
I don't even know if he trimmed any that time.
No, it didn't look like it.
Oh, Sean, he rolls up in a strip boat trying to prove a point.
Brandon Henry took first place on Saturday, and when he was coming back, you can tell he was excited because he was romping on it, and he got a little squirrel. He got out of hand.
I won, but my victory lap was a little like I'd never been there before, which is true.
I think we ended up 4th. I blew up my #1 power head this morning. So we've actually got a hunting block on there, and never even tested it. We just brought it for a spare rods and crankshaft and pistons if we needed it. Yeah. So ended up having to run the whole power head. I mean, I don't think 4th out of 10 was too bad for something we never even tested.
The bow ring good. I just need a little more crop, and it weighed 942, so you gotta weigh 850 for that class, so I'm giving up 90 pounds.
And we actually took the 150 class, and Cuz was blown away. He was happy, he was smiling. You know, he put like a week and a half of just nothing but working on this motor. I was definitely prouder of the 150 win than the 130 win for Saturday, no doubt.
Feels good. Been a long time since we won. Other than earlier today we won when nobody raced us, but we actually won this one.
So Sunday rolls around, me and Dad wake up early, we're out there at daylight. Our plan is, we won barely. I mean, it was like within 6 inches of Nick West on Saturday. So we're trying to squeeze just a little bit more out of it to help us make sure we win on Sunday. So we get up at daylight, we go to the lake, and Cuz is up. It's always a good sign when Cuz is up. If Cuz is up on a Sunday morning, all right, you know we're doing good. Hot, 103 Sunday. We did good yesterday, pulled out the 150 class, won by default in the 130 class. Hopefully somebody get in the class today. We're making some changes, trying to pick up just a little bit because it was super close yesterday with Nick West. And I don't know what they did, but they have a tendency to go in and banging on stuff and try to squeeze a little bit more time out of it. So that's what we're doing. Hopefully we can pick up just a couple more hundredths of a second even. Because yesterday, man, it was so close. So we're gonna put in the time this morning and see what we can get accomplished. All right, so Dad rolled out this morning, and he's gonna look for us a test spot. You know, another lake really nearby, a boat ramp, see if it was good enough for us to test at it. Well, all that went good until he realized he had 4 miles left till he was out of depth in his truck. So I'm pretty sure he entered limp mode, and Brian Jessen had to go get some def and take it to him. So he's definitely going to be late to the driver's meeting. He might be late to the first class. It depends on how long this takes for Brian to get to him. That kind of moral of the story, don't procrastinate. Oh, I see why you're idling right now. You're out of def fluid.
Yeah, I got some in the back of the truck.
Stranded with no def. And I knew I needed some. You know, Brandon does this all the time. Every time I get in this truck, 150 miles to limp. I'm like, dude, what is up with that? Why don't you be more, you know, just pay attention. And then next thing I know, I'm running out of def. So I wasn't gonna call his you know, perfect opportunity to rub it in my face because he's always out of def, and here I am, I'm running out.
Got to make a few more adjustments, but I think we're in good shape. We're just always trying to get faster, you know.
I guess really the only difference between having to do and the people that do getting done. I believe that's the only difference. Everybody has to do. What makes the difference is the people that are actually doing
It is Lake Cotile. It's a whole lot better than Bulow. Got a lot of shade trees. Campers are a little detached from the racing site, but it's all good. I think everybody's liking it.
Being out there, you know, I had that little bit of, you know, throttle issue. Out there wasn't too bad. Coming in at That 7.5 wasn't bad. I was able to still come out of the hole good. It was crisp. We're gonna go back and look at the data, find out really which set of carbs we're gonna go with, because it's a big decision. You know, whichever way we go, all of our eggs are gonna be in that basket.
I felt so bad when I left here. We didn't do anything but eat and go home and sleep. Yeah, I was drained. I done twisted all the wrenches I wanted to yesterday.
There's so many people in this class. Fishing Outlaws, I think there's like 10 or 11 boats. Everybody's fast.
You know, yeah, this was our first weekend. This race was first weekend. B. Scott was able to bring Briggs to the race, and it was a good time. He's starting to walk really good, starting to run a little bit, and laughing and giggling, and it was good to have him out there with the family, experiencing what we do.
This was the only race I was able to bring Briggs to this year, and man, he had a blast. I mean, for it being, you know, 3.5 hours away from home, you know, worrying about the road trip, all that, he did absolutely outstanding. I'm so proud of him. He handled the road trip good. He had a lot of fun, played his heart out the whole time. Russ was out there just testing the strip boat for Sean. Right before you get to the barge, his prop blew out. And when his prop blew out, you know, the ass end came around and it kind of corkscrewed, threw him out, you know, threw him way out of the boat, and then it corkscrewed and hit the barge. And, you know, that could have been really, 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 really bad.
Good, man? Yeah. Fingers, joints, everything all right?
I'm good. Joint, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I said you gonna fill it tomorrow.
It's in the boat.
Yeah, it looks good. Is it in this boat or the strip boat?
I got on the side.
Oh, yeah.
Mark. Quit scaring Mama like that.
He corkscrewed his ass right on out of there.
Skip water, swallowed some water. I'm good.
You know, when he got out, I couldn't even tell he got thrown out of the boat. His hair was like dry. So I don't know if like his hair is water resistant. Like, you know how your watch is like up to, you know, 1,000 meters deep, it's water resistant. I guess that's the way his hair works too, because his hair was dry. And he, you know, he has that big thick afro. It's on, I guess it's just water, you know, resistant, impenetrable.
B. Scott took 130.
B. Scott took 130.
That's good. Motor
He's rolling.
Good. Yeah.
He gets down there and he says, man, a kill cord came off. Like, while he was running, his kill cord came off his wrist and he shut it down. I was like, dude, you can't catch a break. Save your life. So Fishing 150 came around, and this is what we've all been waiting for. This is the last hoorah of the year. I mean, the last time we're gonna line them up till 2024. And You know, I got Quentin and I got Nick West. Both these guys have gotten a lot faster this year. You know, Nick West dominated the whole season, and he's going to end up being points champion, and there's no way around it. I mean, he's already won it pretty much. A lot of competitive starts, and we came out on top again on Sunday, and I mean, you couldn't find anybody happier than Cuz. I mean, all that hard work he put in to get us back into the race, you know, it all showed, it all paid off.
Well, that wraps it up for the year. It's been a hell of a struggle this week. Lots of hours at the shop, early morning, late night, all last weekend. Just struggling, and it finally paid off. Come down here this weekend and won the 130 and the 150 fishing class. So, good way to wrap it up for the year. See y'all next year.
It just shows you, no matter how hard you work or how good your motors are, you can have a timeline of bad luck. And we experienced it. And when bad luck strikes you, you just got to battle through it. And it shows you that you just stick with it. You can come out ahead. And that's what happened to us. We went out there and we competed. Cuz did an awesome job on the motor build. And B. Scott went out there and drove the boat. And at the end of the day, we came out on top, beating Nick. And that was a good way to end the year. And that's the way you want to race. And just, you know, you just stick with it. Hard work will pay off, and it paid off for us. I mean, just everybody raced really good this year. They worked hard at it, and they ran the Mercuries down. And I think a lot of people had a good time, and Havoc had a good showing, and it was a wonderful, great relationship with the race club, and we raised money. We did a lot of good things this year. It was a good year.
Fishing 130, high points winner for the year, Mr. Billy Jones. Sabine Marine motor. Fishing 150, high points winner for the year, Mr. Nick West. High points for the year for fishing outlaw, Mr. Russ Crone. How many points was it by?
All in all, the 2023 race season is one to remember. I mean, if you think about all the ups and downs we've had, that Quentin's had, that everybody out there's had. I mean, Cole's boat burned down, Taylor wrecked. I mean, there's so many ups and downs this season, so many memorable moments. Close competition, Billy. This is be the last year that Billy's gonna be racing his Boral. You know, so that's a moment for him to remember and for all of us to remember. I think we've all gotten closer as a team. The Yamaha team did so much better this year. You know, you could tell they were working together, and even at times they were walking the line of cheating and not cheating. You know, at least they were doing it together. You know, so all in all, I couldn't have been happier with the way this season went. Both teams did great. Both teams got way faster too. And I think that this 2024 season is going to be the year we're going to see these Yamaha guys start to blossom. I think that this is going to be their year. You know, they're already right there. Look at the Fishing Outlaw class. Brandon Henry. I mean, these guys are getting faster and only going to get faster. So us Mercury guys are going to step it up, or this may be the year where it changes.
It's been a season to remember for the competitors and the race club, finishing out strong here at Lake Cotile. Congratulations to Billy Jones, Nick West, and Russ Crone on winning the championships for their respective classes. The racing was tight, and these guys deserve every ounce of success earned throughout a grueling season. Well deserved, fellas. Until next time on the 660, be proud knowing you are the fastest in the world. And always remember to wreak a little havoc.